Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaylin. I'm a postgraduate student here at the University of Oxford studying history, and today we are starting another week in my life as a grad student. I have a very busy week ahead, but also a very fun one. So we are starting off with a very positive Monday where we're going to be nice and productive. So if you guys have watched my videos before, you know the routine. Mondays are basically me shutting myself away in my room, getting a bunch of readings done. I'm gonna go ahead, go grab some food, and then I have a bunch of things I need to get done today. I need to work on my theory methods readings, my GRE prep. I'm taking the GRE on Friday. I have to edit and upload a video, and work on my PhD application. So it's gonna be a very busy day. I need to stay on top of it. So things that are necessary are coffee and food. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get that, and then I'll take you guys along with me. It's gonna be a fun week. So I have my latte and some breakfast, and I went and checked my Pidge, and I have a couple of items from the mail, so I'm gonna go ahead and open those for you guys and do a little bit of a haul. All right, so I moved over to my bedside table so that you guys are actually at eye level. So this is from Bomi Boutique. I actually found out about them because of a photographer that I really like in Utah, and he shoots a lot of their content. So I went and placed an order. I got this cute ruffled sweater. I thought this would be really nice tucked into jeans. It's just a little bit more dressy and a little bit more business casual, so I thought that that would be good for classes. And I try to dress nicely for classes, and I do really want to do like a lookbook for you guys. If those are types of videos that you would like to see, I really like making them, so I was considering doing like a grad school Oxford lookbook, especially because the weather is a little bit different here. In which case I would probably include some of these pieces. And then the next thing that I got I'm really excited about, and honestly is why I made this purchase, was this dress. It's a wrap dress, and I'm not going to show you guys how it looks on because I really want to wear this to one of the formals, and I would like to get some nice clips of it and some photos for Instagram. So it's this really pretty wrap dress, and I'm gonna link all these things down below for you if it's something you guys want to look into. But just be aware that if you are shipping from the US to the UK in particular, I'm not sure about other countries, but Bomi Boutique does require a customs fee. And then I got an order from River Island. So if I'm honest, I did not pack correctly when I moved here, but in my defense, purchasing clothing that is warm enough for the UK is quite difficult in California because it never gets as cold as it gets here, or at least it doesn't feel as cold as it does here. So I allowed myself to purchase some thicker sweaters and things to wear here because I'm freezing like all the time, except for today. It's actually quite warm today, which is nice. It was actually really quite lovely outside. I got this really cute beaded Fair Isle turtleneck sweater. I figured it was a nice winter sweater that I could take some photos of for Instagram and hopefully make the purchase a little bit more worth it. I got this black sweater with this cute bow detailing. I love collared shirts on men, on women, on everyone, and I just think they're so cute. My own personal style is quite preppy, if you guys haven't already noticed. So I just really love this. It's really cute. I just love the detailing. I love that there's a bit of beading and that there is a pearl clasp on the back. I just love the details of this, and I think it would be really cute with jeans or even like a cute little skirt and some tights, and I just think it's really cute. And then the last item of clothing that I did purchase is this really nice thick green turtleneck sweater, and I just love the button detailing on the sleeves or on the shoulders. It's braided down the edge of the arm, and I just think that that's so pretty. I'm so excited. It's really thick, and I'm just very happy that I can finally have some pieces in my wardrobe that'll keep me nice and warm because I've been very cold. I actually think when I go back home in 3 weeks, I'm going to bring all of my like really thin clothing back home because I'm just not using it. Like I haven't worn a t-shirt other than to bed since I got here. It's just not feasible because it's too cold. It is time to get to work. I'm gonna clean up this mess and let's get started.
Stars are tracing the sky like city windows. I watch you reflect in your eyes. Slow dance on the New York City high-rise. You and me on top of the world. And I'm feeling like it was only ever you.
So I got a question on Instagram that I figured I would answer here because I thought that it might be helpful for you guys. I got asked how I manage to focus for such long periods of time when I'm doing my readings, especially when they're a bit boring. One of the tricks, or a couple of the tricks that I use is, one, I will let myself listen to music that I really enjoy or new music. Back when I'm home, I really love driving and I really love listening to new music in the car. So I kind of use studying as a way to listen to new music. And the only time I really listen to music is when I'm studying. So I kind of use that as a way to incentivize myself to study for longer periods of time because I can find new music that I can add to my playlist and it just keeps me motivated. And then on top of that, trying to set up a study environment where you are doing things that you only do when you study. So for example, I only really use my soundproof headphones when I'm studying. I don't use it when I'm watching YouTube. When I'm just leisurely like listening to podcasts or anything, I will use my AirPods if I'm like walking to class or if I want to watch YouTube videos. So that way, whenever I put on my soundproof headphones, that's like my brain's cue that it is time to work and it is time to focus. And it may sound a little ridiculous, but setting up little things where you look forward to. I also have like study socks, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but I have a pair of socks that I specifically use when I am studying, and then I also have a pair of socks that I specifically use when I'm writing papers. And I know that that's really ridiculous and superstitious, but I think it brings me good luck and it's what works for me. But I only wear those socks when I'm studying or when I'm writing papers. So I'm currently working on my readings for theory and methods. This week we are working on scales of analysis, and to be perfectly honest, I'm a little confused. Most of the histories that I work on have been local, but my work is actually transatlantic. So that would be getting more into the realm of global or macro histories. But the scales of analysis is really confusing to me because historians are basically kind of working into the field of both digital humanities, but also working into the spaces of science and looking at the development of humankind all the way from basically the beginning, which to me seems more like anthropology, or it seems more like archaeology. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with the readings this week, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to figure it out as I go through it. I have like a bunch of different question marks on my notes. Alright, I am officially in need of a break from my computer. I have been working for 5 hours straight and my eyes need a break. I need to not stare at a computer screen anymore. It's starting to slowly give me a headache and I just need to take a break. And I really do want to read, but I honestly don't want to strain my eyes. I'm farsighted, so seeing close to my face is really difficult. So reading texts for long periods of time can be a little bit taxing on my eyes. So I'm gonna go take a nap and I will check in before dinner. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday. I got up early this morning to finish up my report, drink a cup of tea, and just have a nice slow morning. I am heading to an event for That Oxford Girl, which is a blog, and I'm an ambassador for That Oxford Girl. So I'm going to meet with Tilly, who's like the founder of That Oxford Girl, and a couple of the other ambassadors. It should take about an hour. We're meeting at Victor's at Westgate. I stayed up pretty late last night. I stayed up until about 2 a.m. Just reading and just doing some work, and I was actually really productive. Yesterday was a really good day, and today's also gonna be a good day. I am going to take my laptop with me and hopefully just get some work done in town. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna work yet, but I'd like to do a little bit of work in town and then come back to college before I have to go to this event this evening. The visiting professor, so the Harmsworth professor for the American Institute, is giving a lecture this evening, and he's a colonial historian. He also teaches at USC, so he's from LA, and he actually knows a lot of the professors that I worked with at UCLA, so it's been nice to have him around, and he's been sitting in on my classes. So we are going to that lecture, and then there's a bunch of readings I want to get done ahead of time for my historiography course. Anyway, I'm gonna quit rambling. I'm gonna go ahead, pack up my bag, and head into town for the event, and then I will take you guys along with me. Alright, so I'm now back from the event, and it went really well. I got to meet a couple of the other ambassadors and Tilly, and it was really nice. If you guys want to check out that Oxford girl, I'm going to tag it down below. So it's a blog that was started by Tilly Rose, and it's all about information about applying to Oxford, the experience at Oxford, places to eat, things like that. And it has a bunch of information because there are so many ambassadors from all different areas, mostly undergrads. If you are applying to Oxbridge as an undergrad, definitely check out that Oxford girl because it's gonna have more information than I can provide for you, especially if you are a British student. But I'm really happy to be on the team because there's not very many postgraduate students as far as I'm aware. I'm gonna try to put up as many blog posts for Tilly on that Oxford girl as I can during my year here. I have a couple of different ideas, especially about applying to Oxford from out of the UK. Yeah, so it was really nice. Victor's is the restaurant that hosted us. It was a super nice place. I would really like, when my family and friends and hopefully Liam comes to visit, that I can take them there. And a couple of the other places at Westgate. I didn't realize that there was this whole upstairs section that has a really nice view of the city, which I think would be really nice in the summer. So then I went to John Lewis and picked up some powder and foundation because the foundation I currently have is way too dark and I am out of powder. So I went and did that. It was just a little errand I needed to do. And then I went to Le Pain Quotidien. I don't know how to pronounce that. My old roommate would probably have something to say about the way I pronounce that, but sorry, Chloe, I tried. So I went there and just got a bit of work done, had a bit to eat. That'll count as my lunch. Well, I guess more like brunch. And I just did a little bit of my readings, and now I'm back at college. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break, and then I will check in a little while. Alright, so I'm back from the seminar. The talk was incredible. Peter McCall is just such an incredible historian, and honestly, the fact that he's able to do such work on pre-colonial history of Indigenous polities is just so astonishing. I appreciate that he is very true to the sources and also does discuss how he is using the work of linguists and anthropologists and archaeologists in order to really comprehend early economic structures of Indigenous polities in the American North. So just super cool. I really enjoyed the talk. I thought he was incredible, but the talk ended a little early, so I'm back and I'm actually ahead on my reading, which is great. It's surprising. I try to read ahead, but I almost never actually accomplish it. So I am actually going to go to a painting night down in the MCR and just enjoy some time with my friends and just relax a little bit. And then I'm gonna come back and do some reading afterward. So this means that I can actually go hang out with my friends as well as do my work. So all for living a balanced lifestyle, and also promoting having a balanced lifestyle, because only doing schoolwork is not good for you, just like not doing your schoolwork is also not good for you. So I'm gonna go head downstairs. I'm gonna change my clothes because I don't want to get paint on these. So I'm gonna go. So it is Wednesday. I did not film last night or this morning because I honestly just had a bunch of work to do. Today I had my last theory and methods course, so that class is now over. I have submitted the essay, and now the only thing I have to worry about is my sources and historiography course. And after the class, I ended up going and hanging out with one of the girls from the course, and we actually had a really great conversation. We both have rather differing political ideologies, but it was really great to have a conversation about it, and instead of debating, actually kind of discussing each other's ideas, and actually found that we both had these preconceived notions of one another that we were able to break down a bit. So it was very nice to have that conversation, and I think that those things are so important. And yeah, so it was just a really good day. And now I'm back. I just switched into comfy clothes because I'm just going to lay in bed and relax for a little while. I ended up hanging out with her for like 4 hours after class, so I am just now eating lunch, and I'm just gonna hang out and do my readings for sources and historiography.
Just let your breath breathe its sweetness around me.
All right, so it is about 10:15. It's been a while since I checked in. I got back, went to dinner with my friends. We celebrated James's birthday, and then I came back up to my room and began reading. I am just trying to wrap my head around the readings and come up with my talking points for tomorrow, because we're actually covering a subject that I find really interesting, which is so slavery, gender, and medicine. So we're working on one reading which focuses on the origins of gynecology, which, if you didn't know, many of the original procedures used to test like gynecological methods and the speculum were actually tested on enslaved women, and it's a beyond messed up topic, as slavery always is. Kind of looking at different aspects of kind of justifications used by doctors at the time in order to use Black women's bodies for their experiments. And then the other book that we're looking at is looking at, and this is a broad generalization of the text, I'm just trying to tell you guys a little bit more about what I'm researching, but this text in particular talks about how West African practices of healthcare kind of made its way into the healthcare practices on plantations and kind of how that impacted white experimentation in medicine and vice versa. It's really interesting actually, and medicine isn't really my area of study, but I find it really quite intriguing, and there's just so much to be learned, and so I feel like I'm learning a little bit of something new, which is, and also like in the area which I find so fascinating. So I'm really enjoying it a lot more than looking at like the liberal political tradition in American politics, which is interesting as well, but just not in the same way. I am just gonna work through these readings, and I'm hoping to go to bed at like a semi-reasonable hour, hopefully no later than like 1 or 2, and then I have to get up and go to a meeting with my supervisor in the morning, attend her undergraduate course because I usually audit, and then I have my seminar for sources in historiography, which is also being taught by my supervisor. So I'm really excited for my classes tomorrow, and I'm just having a really good week, and I hope you guys are too. But I'm gonna keep working on my readings. I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far, and I will check in the morning. So I am now done with class. I actually don't have class for another 2 weeks because there is a strike, and we're just going to combine seminars for week 8. So now I have plenty of time to work on my paper, and yeah, so I don't have any class for 2 weeks, which is great. As in, I have more time to work on my paper. Not so great because I do actually really enjoy class, but class was really fun today, and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it once I'm back in my room, since I'm currently filming in public and it's a little awkward. But I'll check in a little bit. I'm just going to be going and seeing my friend speak tonight. She's talking about her use of big data in discussing political propaganda during elections. So I'm gonna go ahead, get back to my room, hopefully warm up a little bit because it's a little cold, and I will check in a little later.
What is actually big data? So when somebody asks me, I like to bring that picture up. I'm Egyptian, and this is a picture of a woman as a civil servant that works in Egypt. And all of this is unused information that we could use to infer a lot of things about politics, economics, whatever.
Hey guys, so it is now about 10 o'clock. I went to my friend's talk after dinner, and then we just sat in the MCR and chatted for a bit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and shower and get ready for bed because I have the GRE tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead, I need to get a bunch of sleep tonight in preparation for the exam, but I'm gonna go ahead and go take a shower first, and I will check in with you guys in the morning when I have to go take the exam. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday. I'm taking the GRE today. I have gotten up this morning, I ate some food, and now I just need to print out my admissions ticket. And then I need to also write down all of the schools I want them to send my score to. So I have to do a quick little bit of research. It is almost 10, so I do need to get to London pretty soon. I'm a little stressed, but I'm not too worried about it, mostly because at least I believe that the GRE is relatively supplementary in your application and is less important than the other pieces, such as your writing sample and your statement of purpose. So I feel really solidly about both of those. So I'm not as stressed about this as I would be about, say, the LSAT, where the LSAT score really determines where or if you can go to law school. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly get all this stuff done. right, I picked up some food. I'm heading into the exam. I'll check in afterward. All right, I made a mad dash back from London and now I'm back at Somerville. And now I have to very quickly get ready for this formal. Luckily, I have a little bit more time than I was expecting. So I'm just gonna quickly curl a little bit of my hair. Then I have to put on a dress and go get tickets and everything. So I will take you guys along with me for formal so you guys can see it. And since I'm not able to get this video up today, I figured I'd give you a full Friday. Everyone, so it is the next day and I am about to start editing this video, so I'm just gonna wrap it up here. I have some really exciting videos coming for you guys. I have a video planned where I will be discussing how to apply to Oxford as an international student, as it is application season. And if you guys have any other recommendations for videos you would like to see, please leave them in a comment down below. And then also, if you made it to the end of this video, please comment down below whether you prefer coffee or if you prefer tea for your study and book reading sessions. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
He started with hello on a summer afternoon. I lost myself.